Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you the tips and tricks that I learned by wrapping this car. Now if you're new, make sure you like and subscribe. This is my 550 all-wheel horsepower 335xi. If you want to see more on that, just make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is get this all cleaned up, which I did already. And then we're going to start wrapping it. We have a 10.5 foot piece here. And then we'll wrap her across. And just to make sure that we start with one side, and we're just going to glass it all out and we'll get back to you. Alright, so she already went and started it, but the none of this is laid yet, so you can see the wrinkle there, but all the way through this we just have it all glassed out. So just making sure that we get most of the wrinkles out, and while we go through, it makes it so much easier. That's pretty much what we did on this side. As you can see, this side is pretty much almost done. We just have to finish up some edges and everything. Alrighty, this whole side is done, cut, and all you have to do is pop out the little holes for the wide body pieces. These ones are already cut out. Other than that, this whole side is done, besides wide body. So now that this is all done here, we're going to have to throw on the trim, but before I throw on the trim, I got a lot of crap here that I have to clean up. Cleaned up the mess a little bit, so what we're going to do now is get the trim, get it all wrapped, and then install it on the car. So I have a bunch of these clips on the trim here. Some of them are broken, but that's alright, kind of, sometimes. I'm going to take these clips off of the trim and then transfer it onto the car so then it clips in a little bit easier. Alright, now that we got all the little clips off, let's go put them on the car. So I got all my salvageable clips in, so let's throw in the trim. There is our trim. All in, all nice and blacked out. Got this bottom door seal piece on, and now I need to get this piece. There's this piece that goes here. All you have to do with that is you have to open up the door, and then you have to slide her in. The little grooves here. If I can get it with one hand, I'll be impressed. Shampoo, got her in. Sorry I couldn't do it two hands. But yeah, all the trim's in. Besides, one little piece that goes behind this thing right here. Wait 1 second. Oh, I have that one in. It's on the other side of the car. That needs to go. So probably my main tip is when you're doing a big panel like this, try to gloss out as much as you can, because once you have things glossed out and just laid over top of areas like this whole section here, it's easy to have someone nice and heat it up for you while you use 2 hands and just pull it over. Don't pull on it too hard or else it'll rip or anything. Don't heat it too much or else it'll rip. So just like a nice little bit of heat and a little bit of pull, and it should glass over. It makes it so much easier everywhere around the car. As you've seen, I showed you up here with all of this, that we were just pulling and then glassing it over, heating it up, pulling it and stretching it over top. And when you stretch it over top, it just makes it so much easier. You have no wrinkles or lines in it, and you can just glide your squeegee over top.
Tomorrow for sure.
So I noticed the video wasn't very long when I was editing it, so I'm also going to put in the side skirt on the car, and if you want to see me wrap that, I'll put a link down in the description of pretty much all the videos of us wrapping this car. Don't mind our big mess here, but we got side skirt all nice and wrapped, ready to go. Alright, so pretty much what we have to do is open up the door, and we'll pop these little yellow clips into the back section, and up front, these little lips here pop into the front right here. So let's start over. Alright, so as you can see, we got that thrown in, front of it thrown in there. All the clips are popped in. Next are these little push-in tabs. So these are the tabs that I'm talking about. So these big ones go in first, and then these little tiny ones go in over top of it. So here's a little push-in tab. You want to find the hole, pop her in, take this little guy, just push it down and it widens out, so now it's on there. Alright, now all those are in. We can get the little mud guard thing, scratch guard, or whatever you call it, over top of this. Right here we have the little cover. It goes over top. It says little BMW on there. It goes over top of this here. It clips in with these little white tabs. Most of mine are broken, so I have one that is just sitting right there. I have to take that out with a small screwdriver or tweaker. So here's the two that I pulled out of the car down here. I'm going to dispute them evenly. So then I only have 4 of them, so I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one at the end up here. Alright, so now we got 4 of them in there. It should hold decently fine. It's pretty much every other one. I might go buy some more if it starts to rattle or anything. Alright, now that that mud guard is all in there, we can move on to doing the taillight, and we can throw that in and bolt it up. Alright, so we have the headlight here. Here's our little studs. Here are our bolts. And now let's throw it into the car. It just slides in. And then we come over here, get our little pluggy boy, and plug it into the car. Then we can take our bolts and then finger tighten them on there. Now the headlight's pretty much in the car. All you have to do is just crank it down with some ratchet. Alright, sorry for the lighting, but we got the taillight in. Now if we close the trunk, she looks like a normal car now. Alright, so I think that's all we're going to do for today. Now, if you like the video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel because there's a lot more coming.